Hey Sagittarius couples, welcome to your general reading with Angelic Ascensions Tarot. My name is Angela and this video is going to be for you if you have Sagittarius in your Sun, Rising, or Venus signs. And this is going to be for the Sag couples for the first part of December 2019. Welcome to my channel, guys. Let's get right into this. Alright, well, show me what it is that you have for the Sagittarius couples for the first half of December. As I shuffle, Sag, remember that this is a general reading and not everything here is guaranteed to resonate with your situation. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Because what doesn't resonate for you may be a part of someone else's story. So listen to this with an open mind and realize that there are parts of the story that can go vice versa. If you find that it doesn't resonate at all, check the videos for your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs. Alright, right off the bat, there's somewhere in your life, Sag, where you may feel that you've made some sacrifices, whether it was for this relationship or some other area in your life. I feel that you're still holding on to hope. You may be making decisions about where to move or ultimately live, or where to take your family, or if a family unit stays intact. I feel, Sag, that this might be a time where you guys are taking a break, separating possibly to figure out what lies ahead for the two of you. I do feel that meditation, especially getting grounded, could be very beneficial for you. You might be feeling a bit lonely right now and wondering if there will be someone in your life, or this, with the return of this individual, will ever happen. Spirit is definitely encouraging you, Sag, to stay positive. Remain positive with whatever this is that you're going through, because I definitely feel that you are going through some type of evolution or transformation. Yeah. Moving forward, Sag, it looks that it's going to be important for you to listen to your intuition. Your intuition is definitely going to be your guide in this situation here that you're dealing with. I do feel that there's your crown chakra. See, that's what I mean by the meditation. Yeah, I definitely feel like there's a spiritual awakening going on for some of you Sagittariuses. But awareness is also here because you may be aware of what's hidden. In other words, someone may be trying to pull the wool over your eyes. I said Aquarius, Sagittarius, and I feel that you're aware of something. And there may be a situation, Sag, where you need to stand your ground. And I feel that moving forward, there's going to be some major life-changing decisions that you're going to be making. So that brings me to the overall energy for your reading. Sagittarius, war and peace. I believe I got this for Gemini as well. So you could definitely, without a doubt, be dealing with a Gemini. You have Gem in your chart, and it is your opposite sign. So, as I said, for Gemini, you guys may be polar opposites from one another, but of course, opposites attract. Let's get into this. Oh, you're stressed out. Are you stressed out with an Earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn? That could be significant to the picture here, Sagittarius. Okay, you may not know where you stand right now at this moment in time when it comes to a relationship that you're dealing with. You may feel, Sag, that your relationship is just not working. Some of you could have court issues looming around over your head. It could have something to do with child support. For some of you could have definitely lost your job, and that could be where your source of stress is coming from. I do feel that whatever is causing you to feel stuck, that you're going to find a way to remedy that issue. There might be a situation in your life, Sag, where you might be starting to feel like you're giving up on something. Starting to feel that, yeah, the world is bearing down on your shoulders. You might be feeling mentally imprisoned with something. For some of you, you could be dealing with somebody who could be, since we're talking about imprisonment, yeah, someone could be in jail. Could be this King of Wands here, this Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Could be you, Sag. Maybe you recently did some time, or you could be worried about it. Maybe that's what this court situation is about. You might be facing some type of court decision. All right, so here is an Aries right off the bat. I see Virgo. I see some type of remorseful action, remorseful feelings that may have happened. Yeah, you definitely know. Your instinct is up when it comes to something that maybe this individual has done. I see stability, marriage. So this could have happened in a relationship. It's for some of you, you could have been married. You may have had a child with this individual. Some of you may have 3. 1, 2, or 3 children. I see conflict, bitterness, pettiness, and a reluctance to maybe get things right or really give this a full and sincere try. Sagittarius, you may not want to end this with this individual. But yes, it looks like at this point in time, Sag, you and your person may not be speaking. You may be wondering if it really is time to move on and let this go entirely. But at the same time, you're separated from the one that you love, and you don't necessarily want this separation. You don't want that to be the case at this time. So sad. Let's see what's coming up. Sagittarius. Okay. I see a Cancer. You'll be dealing with a Cancer. There's your Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that comes up again. Specifically, Taurus is what I'm feeling. All right. Sag and Taurus, that's an interesting mix. I see a Leo. All right. Definitely a third party. You may feel that you're kind of stuck or blocked in, or that you might be waiting, you might be feeling that you're at the mercy of someone else's decision about a third party. And that could be why you're waiting. But part of you is saying, I want marriage, I want stability, I'd rather be single than to be stuck in a third party. There's been a lot of arguing, fighting, frustration when it comes to someone who is very stubborn and set in their ways. And yeah, this is someone that's deliberately not making a decision about a third party, adding to the strife and confusion within a relationship. But intuitively, you know what's really going on. You really know the source of the argument, the source of the fight, and the source of the change up with this individual, because they may have become very cold and brash and shallow with you lately, very short. And yeah, there is a situation where maybe in the past you were not really clearly listening to your intuition, but your instinct is sharp at this time. And you're having to make a major decision about whether or not to ultimately leave this relationship or to see what you could possibly do to salvage it. It looks like you're teetering more on leaving and moving on, though. Because I think you're on the brink of reaching your breaking point here. You could be dealing with someone, Sagittarius, that may need some money. They could be feeling like they're at your mercy to help them with something after a third-party situation may have happened. Okay, it looks like there is some type of regret or remorse about what happened. Some type of argument or fight. A sense of competition. You felt that you came second runner-up to their situations, their flaws. Yeah, somebody's down on their luck. Somebody did lose their job is what I'm feeling. And maybe, Sag, this is you. Or no, this is your partner possibly. It could be, remember, this can go vice versa. You're kind of reclusive and doing your own thing, going into your own cave. Because, yeah, you guys have maybe recently undergone some type of a separation. Because you found out that your partner was doing some things behind your back. You sensed some type of foul play here with this fire sign individual, specifically possibly a Leo. I see an Aquarius. And I see an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn once again. Somebody's saying this isn't working. I thought this was going to be a stable relationship. I thought I was in a relationship with someone who was mature and ready for a connection. But instead, someone feels that they're in a situation where someone is easily swayed or dissuaded from the relationship because somebody might be in their ear. This is someone that's more concerned about what everyone else thinks and about what they're doing and about their choices, and they may feel heckled. Someone could be afraid of that. Someone's afraid to end this because they don't want to hear the naysayers say, I told you so in a situation. So this could be your baby's mother. You may have a child with this individual. This could even be your mother. Some of you Saggies, you may have had an argument with your mother. And you guys could have cursed each other out. Could have said some things in haste. And yeah, I see that some of you may have gotten into an argument because You may have found out that your partner was definitely cheating on you, that they had a wife or that they had a baby's mother that they never really told you about after you had already fallen for them. And so, yeah, you're not feeling very happy. You're feeling very unhappy about this. Yeah, there's a third party. You might have felt that your partner doesn't really care, that they just really don't give a care about you at all. You don't know where you stand right now, and you may be feeling like this individual is unreliable, that they come and go as they please. They run the streets all the time. They're more concerned about having a social life than a relationship. So part of you considers letting this, like, moving on. You may have found out. What did you find out, though? You found out something. Somebody needs money for a car or a house. Yeah, whatever you found out about, you something has you feeling like you're ready to move on and end this situation. Okay, it could have something to do with a court decision. Did you take somebody to court? Maybe you feel that you didn't heed the advice of some people around you. Where did I get that from? I got that for Leo, yes. So yeah, you, needless to say, you cut this individual off. And you cussed them out before they left. You may realize that this individual was only around to kind of use you and take advantage of the situation and kind of take your kindness for weakness. So yeah, you're moving on. You're moving on and you're saying, I'm not giving this situation another chance. And you're saying, I don't know that I'm really ready to open up emotionally. I'm very reluctant to get into another relationship at this time. Because you might be feeling a bit jaded at this time, Sag, and saying relationships just really don't work, or they just don't work for me. But there might be someone interested in you, someone here that's interested in solidifying a relationship with you. And they could definitely be at a distance from you, but you may have blocked this individual. And they could have deemed you as being selfish, all about yourself. But at the same time, Sagittarius, you may find yourself drifting off and thinking about this individual. So we did say that the overall energy of your reading was war and peace, but what crosses the situation is thinking of you. So someone has loving thoughts toward you. And likely you toward them, but it's like you're cutting that off at the limb. It's like you're saying, I don't want to think about you. And that would be the individual that's in a third party, and they may have left you to be with this other individual, but they're thinking back to what they had. They don't want to think about you because they don't want to be committed. But at the same time, they don't want to lose you. If that makes sense. It may make sense to them. It may not make sense to you, Sag. So yeah, 10 of Cups. They feel like they could have that with you. And that's what they sacrificed and left behind. Somebody has skeletons in their closet, or someone is coming out of the closet and can be covertly undercover with their sexuality. Okay. Alright, so that's for somebody. Let's go ahead and take a look at the energy of your cross watcher. Okay, for some of you, this could be a parent-child situation. You could have warned your child, or your parent could be warning you, Sagittarius, not to date this individual. And yeah, against your better judgment, maybe you got into a connection with someone that just wasn't built for relationships, or just had made up in their mind that relationship and commitment wasn't something that they bargained for. I don't know, this could have been a friends with benefits type thing, and maybe someone was hoping that this situation would develop into something stronger and longer lasting, like this 10 of Cups situation, but it just never came to be. So listen to your intuition was the advice at the beginning of the reading. Listen to your intuition with regard to the people that you keep company with, not just in a relationship, but also on the job. Okay. Somebody's married. Maybe they didn't tell you. If they're not married on paper, then they have a family with someone. They were living as though they were married. And maybe you feel Sag or cross watcher, but your Sagittarius really didn't step up and take the initiative in this relationship. And yeah, maybe that's why you're keeping your emotions on ice right now. You may not really know how to approach this King of Wands individual. And I don't know. Why do you feel that way though? You could be the King of Wands. That could be you. Okay. Someone could be about to get a full-time job. Could be working full-time, but your heart isn't in it. Thank you. Okay, let's see. One more shuffle. Some of you could be obtaining a loan. It could be a home loan or a loan to move or travel. It could be even for school. Yeah. It could be that Sagittarius or cross-watcher, you could be looking back at your accomplishments and feel that there's nothing to really show for your accomplishments. Maybe even having to do with this relationship. And for some of you, your children are going off to college and leaving the nest. Yeah, and you're trying to get something off your mind. Crosswatcher is trying to get something or someone off of their mind. Someone left their home, their marriage to, run away, an attempt to run away from their problems. But really, in true actuality, somebody is having a very difficult time separating their feelings from someone that they were previously involved with, but they may not be completely honest with you about that, because I see that someone is thinking about returning back to a situation that they had left in order to be with you, Sagittarius, or vice versa. Could be the second storyline, that they may have left someone to return to you, right? And maybe you guys are sorting it out at this point, but no doubt there is a third party, and there is without a doubt someone being very deceptive with their actions. And yeah, your cross watcher is saying, yeah, I'm pulling away. I'm pulling away because I got things and people to do. And yeah, they're definitely saying, I don't really care about whether you know that I'm lying or not. It's like they're not even really trying to conceal it. Maybe you were worried about it at first, Sagittarius, but now you know, because we talked about that in the beginning. Awareness, you are fully aware of what's really going on here. Someone here is acting single and they have multiple people on the side, and maybe this is you. Maybe you're deciding that you want to go out with your friends and see if you can meet someone else. Or maybe you met this individual while you were out with friends. Whatever this is, you could be meeting someone new possibly. Because I feel that there's something new, a new venture that you're wanting to go toward, and you could definitely be meeting someone else. But this could definitely be your partner for some of you. This may have been a whole recycled event. This may have happened before. And yeah, there's still some bitterness and some resentment about this whole situation that happened before. And maybe subconsciously you did fear that this situation would happen. Intuitively, though, I feel that there's a lot of deep emotion that you have for this intuitively. Anyway, take away the intuitively. But yes, there is some deep emotion that you may have for this individual that may be approaching you. Or this is you. Yes, that's what I'm feeling, that there was a friendship. This was originally a friendship, yes, that turned into a friends with benefits type of thing. And then it looked as though this individual just wasn't really willing to give to this situation, that they were being rather apathetic about it and not really giving too much to this connection. So yeah, after some deep thought, your cross-watcher is coming to realize that they're like, I didn't really come into this connection to, build a relationship. I want to be free. I want to be a bachelor. I want to do my own thing. And I'm really not happy being in a semi-relationship, Not that they want to be in a full-blown relationship either. What I'm trying to say is they don't want to be in anything serious at all. This is an individual that would rather be in a shallow relationship, or looks at a connection with somebody as just something to do. Nothing to really make a strong and firm connection with. So yeah, somebody is definitely thinking about the past, and it may have something to do with this Queen of Pentacles, this Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I also have Aquarius. This could be Capricorn, Aquarius cusp. Somebody's about to meet their karma. Their karma is definitely catching up with them. because they're deciding not to leave the situation and to kind of hang on. Yeah, they're definitely thinking about the past, especially where they have children. Yeah, this is the place that they left. Yeah, so they're releasing themselves from this situation. They want to get something, they want to get this situation off their mind. They attempted to release themselves from their family situation, but that's something that they can't get off their mind. It's like they still have some loose ends that they haven't tied up in that situation. So this is why they're being very defensive with you, and they're deciding to not really move forward with this relationship. And truthfully, they're ready to end this, because they're saying this is more than I bargained for. I didn't mean for this to go as far as it did, but it's going to ultimately end up in some type of betrayal, or this is you saying this is the ultimate betrayal once you find out the truth about a situation. Somebody cultivating a relationship. This could be you wanting to, or you Sagittarius that wanted to cultivate this relationship and wanting to keep things working, but instead it's just ending up in fighting and arguing. Instead, this person running away from their problems after arguing and not really solving the issues at all. Not really solving the issues at hand. Not, like I said, intentionally not making a decision. Someone wants, while the other one wants to clear the air, wants to make this work and start over. Do you see what I mean? One of you is walking away and the other one of you is wanting to start over. But this could also be that your partner may be walking away and deciding to go back to where they came from. The place, like I said, where they have children, they had a home setting, a family, and they're saying that that's the best decision for me. That's the best option. Okay, because there's someone here that they may love. I see that someone could have been pregnant and decided to not go through with the pregnancy. Someone could be having issues here with fertility. But yeah, someone's definitely thinking back on the past, thinking about a situation with an ex that became unstable. Someone may owe you an explanation or child support. Someone may have loaned money from you and never paid it back. And Sagittarius or cross-watcher, you may be looking at this situation and saying, this is completely one-sided. I'm doing all the work. I'm the one giving, and I'm coming up empty at the end of the day and it comes time to reciprocate. The cross-watcher may be worried about their finances, or still holding on to a family situation and feeling very divided about whether or not they should reunite with their family or with their children. But there may be a door here that's completely blocked off. In other words, the door back to the past is blocked off. And this is why they're feeling heartbroken. Not really ready to communicate with you, but you may find that they've been communicating with their baby's mother. And this is why they've been so distant and just, yeah, ignoring you. Someone in this scenario feels ignored. This could be you, cross-watcher. And yeah, you might feel that they may feel that you, Sag, are at fault for this whole betrayal situation, that you betrayed them in some way. You somehow committed some type of treason, and they want to know the truth. They want to know why you've been so defensive and so short with them. They're like, why did you lie to me? Why didn't you just be honest? Somebody's saying, how could you lay with me but lie to her when they find out the truth about this situation? And this may not have been the first time that this happened. So for some of you, there could be a revolving door of this situation, but just know somebody's returning. Somebody's returning back to their ex. This could be a revolving door of a situation. And what I mean is they leave their family when things get tough. Like I said, somebody runs from their problems. They ran from their problem and they come to you. And then when you guys have problems, they run to this other individual. So it's one big old revolving door. Sagittarius, you may be wanting to bring things back. You may be wanting to resurrect this situation. And for some of you, like I said, there are two storylines. They may have left you thinking the grass was greener on the other side and could be returning to you, Sagittarius, or it could be vice versa. They left you for this other person and they're with you, but they're thinking about their ex. I feel that there's some type of transformation that may take place, and I definitely feel that there are little children involved. The name Sophia could be very significant to some of you. And yeah, One of you feels that the other one is, I got this for Libra, you could definitely be dealing with a Libra. One of you feels that the other one is completely at fault, and that the other one is blameless in the situation. So going back to this, Spirit is saying listen to your intuition, because maybe in the beginning your intuition chimed in and told you that this situation and that this individual was deceptive and that their story didn't really add up. Maybe that's why you did want to get more information. But yeah, there's no need to worry. Some of you are worried about your financial situation, or worried about some things in your life, worried about the future. And Spirit is saying look for a sign. The signs and synchronicities are all there. Remain positive, even though right now the situation feels like it's in shambles. Yeah. Someone is about to choose a new direction and no longer stay in this situation. Or, like I said, someone is with someone else and they're about to choose a new direction to come back your way, to bring some type of peace after there's been war between the two of you. Or if it was war with the other individual, with the ex, that's where they're planning on going back, and they're just planning and plotting out the perfect time to make this change. But for some of you, there may be big happy changes when this individual does come back, because for some of you Sagittariuses, this has been a long time coming. You've been waiting for this individual to come back or to make a decision. So let's see. So the possible outcome for the Sag couples, Sun and Rising and Venus signs for the first half of December. You may find out that this individual has romantic feelings for someone else, though they're laying with you. And you are trying to stay optimistic about your love life, because you're saying it's not safe for me to love, but there may be someone else out there for me, which is why we saw the Ace of Cups. Yeah. For some of you that are waiting for this individual to return, then they may have left you for someone else and they may be thinking about you. Spirit is saying let go of control issues and allow this situation to play out naturally. You don't have to bait this person back in, or this is a lesson that this individual may have to learn, and it may require them to come out of their comfort zone and to be real and to be honest with you, because at this juncture, I mean, not that you never did deserve it, you've always deserved some type of honesty. I mean, that's at the basis of any relationship. An unsaid rule of any relationship, whether it's platonic or romantic or, I don't know, honesty. That's like common courtesy. But anyway, Sagittarius, that's what I see for you guys. So let's take a look at Sag. Let's take a look at the advice. Sagittarius. Advice for Sagittarius for the first half of December. Sagittarius. Couple, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Saw surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Old ways of thinking. Surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you're telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. This fear, these fearful stories that you're telling yourself, Spirit is saying it's time to release that, which is why the cards were saying remain positive. Because at this juncture, it's time to surrender to healing. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. Especially for those of you where you found out that this individual was just kind of playing around with your heart, and it may have put you in this place of negative thinking. Spirit is saying let go of this fear. It's time to heal. Let go of this fear that you're going to be alone. Because some of you are holding on for dear life to a relationship that has completely passed its expiration date, its shelf life. You're still holding on. And Spirit is saying you got to let this go. This cycle should have ended a long time ago, and it's doing nothing but bringing you down. Don't hold on out of fear, Sagittarius, if that's the case. Surrender negative thinking. When you have control over your thoughts, when negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. That negative thinking, don't let it drag you down. Don't let it keep you in a sewer of a relationship when it's time to let go of the ties that are binding you there. If that's you, Sagittarius, just know that you can let go. You can truly feel bad and recover. And this might be one of those times where it might be time to really look at that for what it is. Just food for thought, if that is you, Sag. So that concludes your general reading with Angelic Ascensions Tarot. I hope that this reading helped someone out there. Just know that I am not accepting personal readings at this time, but I do hope and pray that these general readings are helpful to you. I wish you guys nothing but the absolute best, Sag. And if you found that it did resonate, hit the thumbs up button. Feel free to leave a comment and consider subscribing if you already haven't. Take good care, Sag. I will see you again in another video. And once again, thank you for watching.